Hiyas. I'm a Chula, your AGI online library assistant. Our reading month is here and it's story time. For this session, our story is entitled Pedro the Duck and the Intelligent Owl by Beng S. ALba, artwork by Raketshop Studio, and published by Hiyas. Don't be allowed to play and tell jokes. In our story, Pedro the Duck loves telling jokes, but his friends don't like his kind of jokes. You must be wondering why. Let's listen and find out why.
在一个安静的下午
While all the animals in Pedro's farm were having their siesta, a loud cry from a piglet woke everyone up.
Oh, how could you do that to me, Pedro?
在哭的 Barbie 小猪
The frightened big piglet was slowly turning purple. She would surely faint in a minute. But Pedro the duck just stood in front of her, its whole body shaking with laughter.
Quack! Ha ha ha! You look so funny when you're scared, Barbie. I just love teasing a crybaby like you. Hee hee hee! Quack! Quack!
说 Pedro 小鸭
Kulas the carabao, who was eating grass nearby, heard Barbie and Pedro talking. He left his food and walked quickly to his two friends.
Why are you crying again, Barbie?
问 Kulas
I'm crying because Pedro said I will be served as barbecue on Mang Terio's birthday tomorrow. I told Mang Terio and he said it wasn't true. Pedro made things up again.
Barbie 回答
Did you really say this, Pedro?
Well, I heard Mang Terios and his wife talking. They said they will be having barbecue on Mang Terios' birthday. So I thought they were talking about Barbie.
Pedro said with a mischievous grin on his face.
Someone else in the farm heard the three animals talking. It was Coco the owl, who was perched in a tree that was his home.
Coco was not like any other owl. All owls sleep during the day and stay awake the whole night, but not Coco. He would happily watch the things happening around him during the day, and at night he would sleep like all the other animals. This was why Coco left the community of owls and made the sandal tree in Mang Terio's farm his home.
Since coming to live on Mang Terio's farm, Coco the owl had become known for his intelligence. He could also write and recite little poems. Coco the owl saw and heard all the unkind tricks that Pedro played on the animals in Mang Terio's farm. To warn Pedro, Coco wrote a little poem from his sandal tree. Coco 跟 Pedro 说
Little duck, Pedro, listen to my advice. Don't frighten those around you by saying things that aren't true.
Pedro was used to hearing these words from Coco. Every time Pedro made up stories about his friends, the intelligent owl would recite his little poem.
但是 Pedro 笑哈哈地说
I was just joking.
All Mang Terio's farm animals were happy living together, but not many of them liked Pedro because of this bad habit of making up stories to frighten others. And Barbie was the one Pedro teased and frightened most often.
有时候他会欺负 Kulas 小牛。
Coco? Barbie? Kulas? Help me! I can't free my foot!
Pedro shouted while trying to untangle his webbed foot from the dry leaves and twigs. The animals in the farm heard Pedro's loud quacks for help, but everyone ignored him.
There's Pedro trying to fool us with his old tricks again.
库拉小牛说
Yeah, and he laughed at us when we believe his trick. It's better not to mind that silly little dog.
：“Barbie 小厨说
Coco the owl heard Pedro's cry too, but he just shook his head, rolled his big round eyes, and said,
Little duck, Pedro, listen to my advice. Don't frighten those around.
但是 Pedro 又在哭。
Help! Help! Please help me!
This made Coco stop his little poem. He turned his head round and said,
Pedro sounds scared. Could he really be in trouble?
Quickly, Coco flew towards the sound of Pedro's quacking. Barbie and Colas followed Coco, running. They were shocked at what they saw. Indeed, Pedro was in trouble. He was telling the truth this time. Coco, Colas, and Barbie helped each other untangle the twigs from around Pedro's foot until it was finally free. Pedro jumped and flapped his wings with relief. He could now move his left foot again.
The four friends ran away from the burning leaves and twigs. They ran and ran until they were far, far away from the fire. They finally stopped when they reached the tall santol tree, which is Coco's own home.
Coco, Kulas, Barbie, thank you very much for saving my life. You are true friends indeed.
Pedro 害羞地说
All of us are ready to help you, Pedro. It's just that we all thought you were playing a joke on us again. That's why we didn't rush to help you.
Pedro bowed his head to the ground, ashamed. He remembered how he said things that were not true just to tease and frighten Kulas and Barbie. Why should they believe him when he does not tell the truth most of the time?
Barbie, Kulas, please forgive me for the times I fibbed just to scare you. Now, I have learned my lesson.
Colas 和 Barbie 看看彼此，然后对 Pedro 微笑。
You won't tell me anymore that Mang Teryo would serve me as barbecue for his birthday?
No, not anymore.
You won't say that Mang Teryo is going to sell to someone else?
No, not anymore. Not ever. I promise I will always tell the truth.
Good. Now, we can believe everything you say. And the four of us can become best friends.
Coco 猫头鹰用唱歌的说
From that day on, Pedro, Coco, Kulas, and Barbie became the best of friends. They had siesta together and they played, sang happy songs, and danced around the farm together.
聪明的 Coco 猫头鹰写了一首新诗给了 Pedro 小鸭。
Little duck Pedro has learned his lesson well. Woo, woo. He says things nice and true. Woo, woo. He's everybody's friend.
Did you enjoy our story, kids? What did we learn from what happened to Pedro? That it is important for friends to tell the truth to each other, and that it is important to tell the truth all the time to our parents, our teachers, our grandmas and grandpas, our brothers and sisters, to everyone around us. On behalf of the Learning Resource Center and the Storytelling Cast, I hope you really had a great listening time. Till next time!